We are talking about one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, Tom Brady, who was on the Consensus Show this evening. He was in conversation with FTX CEO Sam Bankman-Fried. He shared lots of thoughts in a wide-ranging conversation, but the question that most people were looking for was, Tom, have you bought any crypto?
I definitely have. Really the last year, I'd say. It's funny, in our quarterback room, one of my coaches has been on it for 8-9 months. So we talk about it basically every day, the prices of the different tokens, how the space is doing. So it's definitely something that, again, it's on all of our minds because, we're very interested. We're learning more and more about these emerging markets. So I'm a big believer in it. I don't think it's going anywhere.
All right, so the question comes after Tom Brady himself put laser eyes on his Twitter avatar. You notice there he didn't specify which crypto assets he had invested in, which I thought was quite interesting. He did not indeed confirm whether he's a Bitcoin holder, though he did talk about tokens and following the market closely almost every day. I'm going to throw this to Will right away, and I'm going to ask you, Will, what was your take from this conversation between SBF and Tom Brady?
I think it was just notable at first just to see SBF up there. A year ago, even 2 years ago, probably is a better timeline. SBF was a nobody. Like, crypto was kind of in a bear market. SBF was like this lone trader that kind of people whispered about. 2 years later, he's valued at like $9 billion, something like that. He owns the rights to Miami Heat Arena, and now he's talking with Tom Brady at Consensus, closing out the show. So that's pretty remarkable for a 28-year-old guy. And just the conversation itself was pretty wide-ranging. Went from, Dom, do you own Bitcoin, to how do you use the wealth that you've created for yourself to benefit others, including like the environment or donating to people in need. So a very wide-ranging conversation in itself. And then I also note Tom Brady, great smile. Really brushes those teeth, really popped on camera.
Yeah, it's so straight and white. It's notable.
Yeah, I know, right?
It did look amazing.
Really notable.
So happy and genuinely excited.
Amazing. The health, whatever health regimen
that's Tom Brady.
That is worth
the TB12.
That's Tom Brady.
I believe
Zach, if you give him a chance, he will sell you that. It's true. No, I think it was interesting. I just did some reporting. I just did some reporting right this second, and by that I mean Googling on the side of my monitor over here. But Clyde Christensen is the current Tampa Bay Buccaneers quarterback coach. So, Clyde, I want to hear what bags you were holding if you were into this 8 or 9 years ago. So, I think that's an important note because TV's outing.
Slow down, fan.
Clyde may be in this regard.
8 or 9 months.
8 or 9 months ago. 8 or 9 months.
Sorry.
Slow down, boss.
8 or 9 months. Is Clyde Satoshi? That's the real question here. No. But I think it was interesting to see like SBF and Tom Brady like talking kind of on the same course, paying for the same production value, obviously in this regard, but thinking about the weird like analogies that we've talked about too between like competition in sports and crypto and how like those things come together in a really interesting nexus. So I think that, this is a interesting conversation. Obviously everybody wanted to know like whether Tom Brady, had Bitcoin. He did not say, but he has been invested in crypto. And that makes all the sense in the world from the kind of trends that we've been tracing across the hash and CoinDesk is reporting for, a while now. So Zach, take it away.
I'll just riff on that because I thought the part that stuck out to me actually was how he kind of compared it to, again, that sort of famous health routine that he goes about, right? He's sort of like on the far end of the bell curve when it comes to his personal health. And he sort of, I thought, made an interesting comparison between that approach to his health and wellness and his embrace of the crypto sector in recent months. So I thought it was sort of like an interesting connection to see how he's thinking through these things that seem disparate, but in his mind are similarly early and different from how established thinking goes down. I'll throw this to you, Jen. I mean, Jen, so you saw the show. You were tuned in. It was must-see Consensus programming this evening. What was your take on the Tom Brady interview?
Well, I was really waiting to hear him talk about his NFT platform, Autograph. And what I loved about it was he looked genuinely happy, and it looked like talking about the platform gave him energy, and it kind of reinstilled my faith into what this maybe could be for the sports world. It looked like it was a project that he's really excited to be working on, and so I'm kind of excited to see what comes out of it. And it was just really nice to hear him kind of reminisce on when he was younger and the types of collectibles that he participated in, and how he wants to do that for the younger generation now. And I know he has kids, so I'm sure he's asking them, what they're going to be interested in. And so I'm kind of interested to see what comes out of that. So, yeah.